It's a good thing the weather has started to cool off because Sunbird Athletics has become too hot to handle. We've got the inside look on the newest inductees to Fresno Pacific's Hall of Fame, along with all the highlights from a fantastic week of FPU sports. Stay tuned because it's all coming up right now on Inside Fresno Pacific Athletics. Welcome to this week's episode of Inside Fresno Pacific Athletics. I'm your host, Katie Rocca. What's more fun than going out and enjoying a round of golf with your buddies? Not very many things. Last week, the 19th annual Sunbird Golf Classic took place at Sunnyside Country Club. We got to talk with Associate Athletics Director for Advancement, Nolan Yoder, about this event and how important it is to FPU athletics.
Annual. It's the biggest group of sponsors we've ever had. It's the biggest field we've had in a number of years, and so we're just really excited, and I hope it shows the excitement of FPU athletics. Energy and the excitement just from the golfers to the student athletes who are helping to the golf committee. It just feels great.
It really kickstarts our athletics programs. It's something that we intentionally want to grow. You know, it could be a lot bigger, and this year we thankfully have almost double the golfers we had last year. It goes into unrestricted funding for our athletic programs, which means travel, scholarship overflow, things that we would need supplemented there. So we really appreciate all the people that participate in it.
Last Monday night, Fresno Pacific held its annual Hall of Fame banquet at Sunnyside Country Club, where they inducted 4 new members. We caught up with FPU's newest legends at the event.
To go back and have people recognize those and appreciate and see those accomplishments, and it just means a lot. It just validates the hard work and sacrifice in my body, and going through all that stuff just feels like, you know, I fought for Fresno Pacific, and Fresno Pacific's honoring that. And I mean, that was my goal, was to build a program and you know, spread the FPU's name around, and I just feel like they're returning the favor and recognize that and appreciate it.
I got to tell you, it's a Christ-centered college, number one. Very important to me, and the relationships I built there were based on that. And you know, the experiences I had at Fresno Pacific, I started as a boy, came out a man, hopefully. A lot of maturity in those 4 years I was there, from 1987 to 91. You know, my coaches, the best friends that a man could ever have. I still have them today, teammates that I had.
FPU was kind of a little bit of a secondary choice at first. I had different thoughts when I was going to go to some big college and everything else, and then FPU gave me a good scholarship and gave me a good opportunity, and it kind of saw what the small college atmosphere was, where it was just very much like a community. Everybody knew each other, and it was just fun to just hang out with friends, and I love the culture there. Just people always hanging out, and you just really felt like you're part of a family. And I think that's something you don't get from the big schools, and I just that's why I stayed, was because the relationships and the best friends that I have were made at Fresno Pacific, and they're still my best friends now.
The whole experience, not just basketball, not just friends and so forth, was fabulous. I can't say enough about it. It's a wonderful university, and I'm glad to be here tonight for the Hall of Fame.
So people are so interesting, and people are so nice, and also they are telling us about Jesus. So that's the major part. I think I got it from the school. The reason I'm the believer, because of the environment, and because of the school, and because of the professors.
The lessons I learned at Fresno Pacific, especially on the court, I take into business. They help me get through problems, through struggles. We face adversity in life, let's face it. And at Fresno Pacific, I faced some of those tough struggles, but at the same time, I had a team around me, coach around me, and friends, and we got through problems together, and I really, really appreciate those experiences.
There was an exciting matchup at the annual alumni volleyball game between the Sunbirds and the former legends of FPU volleyball, including NAIA All-Americans, national champions, and national players of the year. This game is an amazing way to see the firm foundation the volleyball program was built on.
It's a great way for us to see what made Fresno Pacific great, and tonight you could see that there was a lot of great players that just, even though we're the team that's in shape and, in season and doing well, they stayed with us the entire time. They dug everything. They were really smart, and it was a lot of fun.
It's about, the legacy of FPU, and I think it's just, usually we play at the beginning of the year, just because we know that it's going to be a challenging game, and it's really great to play against people who have played here before, and they know the game really well, and we look up to them so much. And I remember before I even came here, I was looking at the roster, I was checking out the past of FPU and the legacy that's just been set here, and it's these players that we played today.
Well, it was really fun to get to play with the girls that we've seen play before and we really looked up to and stuff, and we'd been coached by before, so that was really cool, and it was just a fun game.
I think tradition is important. If there's one thing Fresno Pacific volleyball has, it's a great volleyball tradition. A lot of us played together, we're all friends now, a lot of them are married with kids, and so it's fun just to come back, remember why we played, and just good competition.
Well, it was really high level of competition because they're really, of course, very good because they've won so many national championships and stuff, so it was a good learning experience, and it'll hopefully help us for the rest of the season.
The team is just so much fun to see on the other side, because I've coached or played with every single one of them, and so except for one, and so that was really a lot of fun. And we kind of knew their tendencies. We're like, okay, watch this shot, and watch her hit here, or watch this dump, because we know them.
We come back just because this is FPU and this is our home, and this is where we won national championships on our teams, and we get to see our coaches and our players, and it's fun to see the new team and to check them out.
Here with a look at highlights is producer Brandon Tripp.
FPU looking to make it 7 straight matches without a loss, taking on holy names. Ariel Sanders got the Sunbirds off on the right track with the long-distance goal to put FPU up 1-0. The defense was added again. Sarah King at the center with a couple of great saves here. Sunbirds record their 5th shutout of the season. Demi Hamilton with another opportunity to score. Looks for Ashley Talon in the box, but it's just a bit too far. Again, good defense by FPU, and the Sunbirds win 2-0.
Had a good turnout in Hawaii, and I think ever since we've built a bigger confidence. Beforehand, we always expected to tie, and now I think we're expecting to win, which is half the battle. So I think that confidence has taken us a lot farther than we expected it would.
I think it was just a good outcome for us, especially for a home game. Being able to score in regular time rather than overtime and having to work twice as hard there to get the win. So I think we just did a good job defensively and offensively to put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah, just, for us to get the couple goals in the first half, to get off on a good start and create a little bit of a cushion there, I think was key for us. And another good defensive effort, but to couple that with a couple goals and some good offensive production, that's what we need to do to be successful in the Pac West. And so that's the piece of the puzzle we talked about that continues to need to come around for us, and tonight it did. And just really proud of the girls. I thought Ariel Sanders' goal was brilliant from the midfield. Another player who took advantage of a starting role and capitalize. And it's always nice to see Demi get her goal on and score her second goal of the season. And we're hoping that just continues to develop. But real proud of the girls, and I think just really important that we got off to a good start. As most of our matches, we've been having good second half. So for us to start well was a certain positive for tonight. So.
Sunbirds taking on visiting Holy Names in the Battle of the Birds, and the Sunbirds were the predatory bird of the night just 4 minutes into the match, and FPU is the beneficiary of an own goal by Holy Names as Andro Festonik. Sunbirds up 1-0, and that was just the start. Fresno Pacific up 2-0 now, and Islas finds Alvaro across the box, who easily deposits it in the back of the net for the 3-0 lead. Second half, and Islas on the feed from Bruno Pessoa lobs it over the keeper, one of his 3 on the night, his second hat trick of the season. Fabrizio Nazari gets in on the action with the PK here to put FPU up 7-0. Gustavo Silva finds the right pass to Nogales, who finds the goal for his 3rd on the night. This marks the first time that FPU has had 2 players with hat tricks in at least a decade. Sunbirds with the chance to add 1 more here, but Rodrigo Viana just puts the bicycle kick off the post. Sunbirds win this one easily, 8-0.
Yeah, I'm really happy to get the hat trick. It's fun to get the victory like this. So we all are happy because it's a great victory for us.
That was probably the best game we've played all season. We're moving the ball really well. We were playing one touch when we needed to, and when we got in front of the goal, we did what we were supposed to do. Right now we're in mid-season form. In the early season you struggle a little bit. You're trying to find your identity as a team, and we finally found that we're an attacking-minded team. And when we get in front of the goal, we know exactly what to do with the ball.
Well, really surprised at the score as well. And primarily because I know we're capable of doing that, and to finally do it against a very good opponent. My respects. The very few times you're going to have the opportunity to do this to a team like Holy Names, and you got to take every opportunity you can.
The number 15 Sunbirds looking to make their 14th straight victory, taking on Notre Dame de Namur, the Argonauts from Belmont, California, and this one was all Fresno Pacific. Early in the first set, it's Morgan Williams with the beautifully placed shot to tie the match up at 2-2. Later in the set, Erica Adachi sets up Jessie Alcorn, who rockets the attack down the line for the kill. Sunbirds lead 18-9. Kara Mitchell now with the cross-court shot, one of her 5 kills on the night. FPU takes set 1, 25-14. Second set now, Williams again, this time with the solo block back at the Argonauts, one of her 3 blocks on the night. Set point for FPU, and Kathleen Anderson closes it out for the Sunbirds in the set, 25-19. Third set, Sunbird up big again, and Emily Caro getting some work on the outside gets the kill here. She's followed by Hoopia Inc. with a trademark rocket shot that goes off the Argos and out for the kill. Match point for Fresno Pacific, and Kathleen Anderson gets her 7th kill of the night. And that was the game ender. Sunbirds sweep Notre Dame 3-0.
I think it's really important that we have a really deep team. Like, we have a lot of players that can come in and do their job, and it gives other people a break. And I think it just shows how good we are as a team, that anyone can play any night. So
we're on a great win streak. The team is doing really good at maintaining the ability to play to our level and work on some things that we wouldn't be able to work on otherwise if we're having to always gear up for a big match. We're trying some new things, trying some new lineups, and we have that opportunity right now. But the team's, the wins are there, and it's amazing. The team's doing great, but we're definitely looking at the end of October and November, and we're gearing up for those big matches. It's exciting. Every Monday we look at it and we're like, yay, but it's one of those things where we have to be good over time. And right now it's only been about 2/3 of the season. We got to get good at the end here, and that's when it really matters. Is can we be good when it counts? In November and December.
Cross country had the best meet of their season last Saturday at the Cal State Stanislaus Invitational, where the dynamic duo teams of Marvin Ortiz and Dallas Nord, along with Vanessa Carrasco and Sarah Agazignali, led their teams to second-place finishes on both sides. Men's water polo had a rough start to the Gary Troyer tournament last weekend, where they fell in a 12-7 loss against Chapman and a 23-4 loss against number 10 Long Beach State. On day 2, the Sunbirds ended up on the wrong end of a nail-biter against Division I opponent Fordham. FPU rallied to take their final match 18-5 over the Caltech Beavers. FPU is hitting the heart of the fall season, and all of our teams need your support. Here are your chances to come and cheer on your Sunbirds. Men's water polo will take on number 20 Concordia at home this Friday. The game is scheduled for 12 p.m. The swim team kicks off their season on Friday and Saturday with the Pacific Collegiate Swim Conference Invitational down in La Mirada. Go get 'em, swimmers! Cross country will be traveling down to Costa Mesa for the Vanguard Invitational. The Sunbirds will be looking to build on their second-place finishes at the CSU Stanislaus Invitational. The men's soccer team will host an alumni game this Saturday at 6 p.m. It's a great chance to get out and see some former soccer stars like head coach Jaime Ramirez and former MLS player Orlando Ramirez come take on Paul Islas and the 2012 Sunbirds. The Academy of Art will make the trip to Fresno on Saturday to take on number 15 FPU volleyball at 7 p.m. Remember, you can stay up to date with all the latest news, scores, and highlights for the Sunbirds at fpuathletics.com and on Twitter at FPU Sunbirds. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time right here on Inside Fresno Pacific Athletics.